Yeah. Break through to the recording side.
I think we're broken through, guys. Welcome back. It is still 2021, and we're here, and we're unplugged, and we're ready. I'm one of the letters of the JAD podcast. Hello, how you doing? I'm D.
Yeah. We'll let the audience guess who the other two are.
Yeah.
And if they get it wrong,
who's
they
this
lose
one now?
everything.
Who's this
Oh,
one? What
yeah,
letter
who's this
is
one?
B.
What letter are you?
Yeah,
Do you have a letter?
little baby with the bee.
Hello.
What a
She's up on
cutie.
the desk.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a 4-person pod, so get ready.
Yeah, let me put
Would a dog, if a dog was given sovereign citizenship, would it be considered a person? It wouldn't be considered a human, but would it be granted personhood? You know, I feel like the word person is more general. It can be used. We haven't used it for anything else because there hasn't been a cause for it. But maybe in the future, when we're hanging out with aliens, like in Futurama, personhood is a thing, and you say leave
like
those
equal
people
rights for
alone, and there's
dogs.
like 3 humans and 1 alien. You would still consider the alien a person, but not a human. It's like no, that's a Cathar, but it's still everyone here are people.
Yeah, you're right. Because if you think about in Star Wars, if you went into the cantina in Mos Eisley,
Right.
and
There's
it's
like
full of
50
all
different
sorts of weird species and
Like these
robots and Halloween werewolf masks because they run
I
out.
know, straight. That was straight up just all
you'd say, look at all these people.
right. Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
strange people. You say creatures, it's kind of demeaning, you know.
Oh,
Creatures is used for
Could be a slur.
the lesser animals of the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so that
man.
was just a little mini top of the day tangent. But as I was telling you guys pre-recording, I got 3, count them, 3 topics today. Tres. I got 3 topics. We can hit them in any particular order, but I think
dry.
Yeah. Oh, at first, how many
Did I just do
topics do you guys think about? What's on your mind? Zilch? You at least got one. You can't say
That's
you can't say
offensive
zilch.
now. You're not meant to do this anymore.
Oh no. That was from years back. Yeah, I heard about that. Set like 2018, 2019. This is like the alt-right was trying to take it over the same way they did to Pepe the Frog. They succeeded with Pepe the Frog. That is, if you use that, it's kind of like, what are you a 4chaner? What's going on? But the AOK, it's been around too long. Pepe the Frog has only been a cartoon for maybe 5-10 years, but the AOK has existed in human culture for at least 100, 200 years. So I think it survives the stupid alt-writers trying to claim it as their own.
Good.
Plus, it's also, isn't it kind of like Italian? So they're kind of culturally appropriating the Italians.
No, that's this.
The AOK. Well, they have many hand gestures. The internet loves this one.
But
pitching.
This might even be.
But
I like this one.
Is this in sign language? Is this ASL as well?
I don't. That's a good question.
I know it's for diving. If you're a diver, okay.
Oh, you do it underwater. Yeah.
Yeah, because
it almost makes like a okay, almost.
Yeah.
It's a very abstract art, but kind of makes an okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is
that the idea? It's is okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly don't. That could be a thing, or I just made it up now. Either way, fun tangent. Now, let's talk topics. First one, it's utter due diligence that we cover this, and that is Halo Infinite. Come on, you know it was coming. I've already like labeled the last 2 episodes Halo Infinite, so I'm not going to label this one Halo Infinite. We're going to talk very minor about it. But
I'm surprised that you've come with 3 topics and you're not just going to talk about Halo for the entire 45
whole time.
minutes.
Well, here's the thing. It's one of those things where, like, once you finally have it, you're like, that's it. I'm satisfied. What do I have to talk about? I could talk about plenty of stuff. I think I don't want to talk about spoilers. Maybe we can do that in the year 2022. Let's give people time.
Yeah, next year.
First off, next year. We'll talk about it next year. But Aidan and Derron, have you guys played at all? Or are you going to, like, wait until co-op? Well, May.
I'll say we, because I was playing it and Dee was just watching me.
No, sure, that counts. Yeah. Sam was doing that partially with me.
Yeah,
but,
we got to the end of the first mission, so we got to the planet surface, the Halo surface.
Yeah, but kind of underground, yeah. On the underbelly.
Like liberated the first base, that first base. That you
nice. Okay, so that's Yeah. So you're on to the third mission, which is basically the rest of the game. You've
Right.
made it.
Yes,
You're in the
we've
open world. You just have to unlock more.
End of Act 1. Now it begins. Now the journey begins.
Yeah, you're on the surface.
And we haven't played it since.
The journey begins.
Okay. That's okay. It's daunting, to be honest. I'm not
playing with
really
your
an open
friends,
world guy.
remember?
We're talking story mode though. Story mode.
I know, but
Yeah,
you can't play
campaign.
with your friends. That's what you figured out, right?
Oh,
you
we
can't
can.
play with your friends.
You gotta wait. At first,
Yeah.
they said 3 months, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, that long?" And then they were like, "Psych, 6 months." And it's like, what the fuck? Okay. I mean, hey, since I'm just a loner anyway, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, same.
I don't care. But once they do come out with co-op, Aidan, we gotta hit that. Gotta hit it hard. We gotta speed run, get all of the skulls, all of the audio logs. We'll cheat, of course. We'll use Google Images of someone who's already categorized it, so we'll have a map that's just constantly open. Maybe we'll print it and just scour the whole map, get them all. But okay, so how about this? So no story talk at all. Obviously, no spoilers. I don't want to hit you with that, but I do want to give you like a spoiler by omission. Okay, and that is.
Okay.
There was a Lego Blocks or Mega Blocks, whatever, toy that came out of one of the brute bosses, and he had Spartan Locke's helmet on his shoulder, as if he killed Spartan Locke. And everyone's like, whoa, spoilers toy. And then this happened like 2 years ago, right?
Oh, okay.
And they're like, bruh, you're spoiling the story here. So, okay, so I guess Spartan Locke dies. Guess what? That's literally never mentioned. It's just omitted. And you can look at renders of the bosses, and there is a boss who has that helmet. However, there can be other Spartans that have that type of helmet that Halo 5's Spartan Locke had. But it does make people question if Halo Infinite is going to take a story DLC route, or if it's just going to wait until the next game and continue the story on the same ring. Because they have reported, or one reporter who had the inside scoop has reported that Halo Infinite was once much larger before they switched engines in 2018. So they cut, I think, 2/3 of what they were planning. So it's like, and this is a pretty big campaign. So the fact that we were going to get a lot more was, it's kind of giving me Halo 2 vibes. Unfortunately, they did not, but that's probably for the best considering they were already delayed. So that's all I'm going to say.
How far would you say you are? It's been a week. How far?
I finished it. I stayed up. So day 1, I'm working, so I just played the first 2 missions. Day 2, I got like 1 mission through, and then day 3, it was like Friday, and I stayed up until 6:30 in the morning and complete the whole thing. I couldn't help myself. I'm compact. Yeah, I have passion for it.
You did the whole thing in 2 days.
3 days, but the 2 other days I was working, and so I had, plus I'm like hanging out, like obviously watching shows with Sam and stuff. So it's like I was living my normal life, but then the second I was free from living a normal life, the second Friday hit, I stayed up all night. Started at 6 p.m. and then just went until like a 12-hour shift of Halo. It was great.
Oh my god!
12 hours.
Loved it. Yeah.
Plugged in and
I plugged in. I know. Listen, I know our mantra, we're supposed to unplug, but I plugged in. I did the opposite. I went full
to Halo.
I went full gamer mode. Yeah, I pulled the pro gamer move, which is not sleeping. Yeah.
I used to do that, to be fair, back when I was like 16, 17. Yeah, I would get a game and I would just do a full
day. Now calling him out right now, Aidan? Are you calling him out right now?
Yeah, you're calling him out, bro? Yeah, back when I was a stupid kid.
Back when I was 16, maybe 13.
Yeah,
come on, bro.
Because back then, games are bigger now, but back then, when games came out, story mode on games was like 6 hours. Like,
I was gonna say, 4 to 8.
Call of Duty, you could do in 6 hours, maybe less. Because it was
less. Yeah, I remember getting Call of Duty Black Ops and doing that in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's probably because I was like ignoring everything and just barreling forward on easy mode.
True.
But yeah. Wow. Wait, okay, so we've already talked about this, but I got to ask again. Aidan, are we the same age? 93? Or are you 92? 92. Okay. Right. So we got the stepping ladder of ages here. No one's the same age. We're all over the place. We're a mess. Even our little Doge down there, little Chibi.
She's 6.
6 years old. Oh, she's older than I thought.
Yeah, but she's tiny.
Yeah. The smaller
And
the longer.
sleepy.
You know, that's
And
that's
she's an
what they say.
applehead.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Yeah.
That's the vibe. That's that skull vibe.
Applehead, yeah.
But anyway,
just
okay,
falling
so
from the tree.
I will say nothing else of Halo Infinite other than obviously I loved it and it was great. Ranking wise, I should save. I should wait until you finish it. So we'll do that 2022.
Well-
We'll do our rank.
Okay, yeah, we'll do
We can do
There's
a
a
tier
lot of
list.
Cortana.
a retrospective where we look
That's
back
my
over it.
review.
Yeah.
Exactly, and kind of go over it all. I will say the whole spiritual reboot thing is a total farce. This is the art style is the only thing. The story isn't like the original trilogy at all. It's the third story of the Reclaimer trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
It's all there, and you can even notice from the beginning, like the way that they talk and everything. It's all, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, the story is significant, like infinitely better than Halo 5.
Yeah.
But it's a very clear sequel. Like it's
Because
so
there's
that's
a
the idea
whole
of like
exposition dump from the new Cortana girl assistant thing that you have, where
Cortana.
she's like,
yeah,
she's telling you
So
all
Cortana.
how it all went down, kind of thing. I'm like, all right, we're just carrying on.
and it's like, man, back in the original trilogy,
Cortana.
you wouldn't know anything. It's
Yeah.
all a mystery. The Forerunners, they're just neutral dead species. Now they got like we've cataloged everything.
Mhm.
We know their whole story, their whole civilization. It's like, whoa, bro, that's not fun.
Yeah.
But either way, the pursuit of knowledge and all that fun jazz. But it's still its story is significantly better. But we'll save the rankings. That's my take on it.
And we could
Let's
either
move
do
on.
it as a podcast,
Seemed
or we
pretty
could
good to
do
me.
it as a video on your channel, Joe. We could just do like
Ooh,
Aidan and
yo.
Joe rank all the Halos or something.
Yo, 100% if you're down. Absolutely,
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
1,000.
Yeah. That's dope. 1000%. Yeah, awesome. We'll be in
Love
person
it.
for that. We'll make it happen.
Huh.
That's the best way to
Yeah,
do it. Okay,
love it.
so get ready, guys. That's a 22 thing. Now I have two other topics to talk about.
Okay.
She's out.
One of them
She's done?
is shorter than the other. So, like I just did, I'm gonna hit the shorter one first. Leave the longer one for last. So the second topic I want to talk about is Time Magazine's Person of the Year. When everyone hears that, they think Person of the Year, that equals Good Person of the Year.
I know who
For
it
best
is.
choice. However, Person of the Year has a dark, foreboding essence about it, and it started far back, way farther back than most people think. When people think of, Person of the Year doesn't mean good, they think of Trump being Person of the Year. And while that is true, he won Person of the Year for being the most talked about, the most influential, yada yada. It was for the worse, not for the better. But it goes even farther back than that. Time magazine has existed for, I gotta imagine, a century now, because we're in the year 2020. And once upon a time, the Person of the Year was none other than Adolf Hitler. So it's not, for everybody like giving props to this year's Person of the Year, Elon Musk, hold your applause. Person does not equal Good Person of the Year. So the man is rife with controversies and goofy memeries across the board. So while in general the concepts that he has brought forth, the technologies is good, he is a person, I would say not so much. He seems, he gives off the wrong kind of energy for someone with that much power. Again, it's good the technology is pushed forward. That will help our civilization as it stands. However, him thinking COVID's no big deal and getting angry when California is trying to like help protect people, his memery and his attachment to 4chan and the Reddit boys of the memery community is not the healthiest kind of pastime someone that old should be having at the age of like 55 or whatever he is. There's a lot of things. It's like, what's going on, bro?
He's got that kind of not quite human personality that Zuckerberg's got. It's like this. This isn't how a person operate. Like what?
Yeah. Well, I will say he at least is more human-like, but not in a good way. Like he acts like a shit-disturbing internet troll, but that's not a good thing because he's an actual person of power. He's not someone who has no future prospects. It's like he actually has future prospects in a potentially dangerous way. But as it stands now, he has not committed any specific atrocities or genocides that I can think of. All we got to do is cross our fingers and hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, so, Time Magazine has chosen their person. I got to assume it's like what specifically happened this year. Because as far as controversies and more events around a person goes, I would think maybe Bezos, because of how much more money he made during COVID off of the backs of people that he uses and abuses. And then him being a douche to William Shatner. Like, there's so many, I feel like so many more events happened with Bezos this year.
Yeah, but I feel like at least you can understand the controversy behind putting Elon Musk on there, because you can be like, okay.
Oh, the stock market, I guess.
You can kind of see
like a lot more volatility.
Yeah, but like if Time Magazine was to put Jeff Bezos on there, I think people would be burning.
It would be too black and white of everyone being like,
yeah, people would just be burning the magazines in the street and like, yeah,
true. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and plus, it never really matters. Whenever these judgments happen, it's the same thing as like award shows. It's like, this isn't the people's choice. This is like a room of executives.
Yeah.
Like it's just it doesn't actually bear in mind the majority
of Time Magazine owned by anyone in particular? Should we look it up?
Oh, if we find
everybody's owned by someone, right?
Oh yeah, that is a great thing to look up.
Let's see who they're owned by.
Yeah, we can get exciting here and show the audience at home. I wanna find out what's going on here.
Okay, hands, palms are knees weak.
Palms this way, knees weak.
It's saying mom spaghetti. He looked nervous, but on the surface he had mom spaghetti. To draw bombs, but he keeps mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
Love it. Mom spaghetti. Oh, 2017, there was a merger or a change of hands. Meredith Corporation.
Interesting.
Acquired.
Oh, he's on it. He's on it. He's on it. He's got the screen share on it.
Yeah, let's see what's going on to Meredith. How you doing?
And what does Meredith Corporation own?
IT.dash to form .dash Meredith. Let's look into .dash Meredith. Oh, not a lot behind it here.
What about if you just go on, if you go back?
Yeah, all the way back.
And then go on, oh no, go back down to...
Oh, you're saying here? Yeah.
And go to the Meredith Corporation, yeah, because that's blue.
Also, as you can see, I am ignoring
donate.
This whole don't scroll away. I have donated 3 times to Wikipedia,
and it's still...
but they don't seem to remember my IP address, and they send this stuff to me as if I'm any old schmuck that's never donated. I donate to you guys, I swear. Okay, here we go. So what is it gone now? An American media conglomerate based in Des Moines, Iowa, that owned magazines, television stations, websites, radio stations. So this sounds like an underground thing for sure. No offense to Meredith, but no fucking way you can buy Time unless you're up to some shady shit. Look at the revenue. It went down 810 million. What the fuck? Sketchy shit is happening with Meredith, bruh. 100% sketchy shit. So early years goes back to 1902. That's fucking wild. Okay, so it's older than I thought. However, they're like, yeah, what is happening? They're just buying things. Best did was 2017. Time Inc.'s production is renewed. 4M Studios in May. People Entertainment Weekly, Head 4 Studios.
Also, they've got a bunch of magazines, if you go down a little bit. But not many with blue writing. There's not many like...
Yeah, which makes you think.
Magazine. They have People Magazine.
Right. Yeah. So it's just a money bank. It seems like they don't manage anything. They just own stock. So it's pure finance. This is pure finance, which to me smells like bad money. Doesn't seem like they put in any work. They're not working, other than to make deals. They're deal makers. Anyway, I'm sure it's all legal in one of those unethical ways where it's technically legal, but kind of weird and shady.
Yeah.
That's the vibe. That's the intuition this gives me. I could be wrong. This could be the most inspiring story ever told, and there needs to be a documentary about it.
Mars Generation.
Well, it's not like
Mars Generation is on Netflix.
It's not like there's like we've Googled it and then it's gone owned by Fox Media or anything like that. So it's okay, you know.
This is weird shit. Cults. Are you one of them?
Who owns Burger King?
Home, Apple, 10 1-hour episodes, and you can't even click on it. Super strange.
Interesting.
See also new media strategies. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, it's there's no true end to this rabbit hole, so I'm just gonna cut it off now. But there you go. There's something. Time Magazine, Elon Musk. Is it all connected? 6 degrees of separation answers the question by saying yes, 100%. There is a connection there, but it's the interest of entertainment mostly.
Yeah.
It's not news. It's not helping people. It's just something for people to look at and say, "Hey, Time said it was that guy." Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. So that was
it's like
point
the hottest
2.
person of the year.
Right.
Like,
who actually won hottest person of the year?
I think Idris Elvis. I think. I don't know.
Did he? That'd be great if he won. All right. This is a total tangent, but we got to go down
Google
this road.
I know who won most handsome man of the year.
Oh, that's 2 different categories.
That's one.
For something else. Yep.
Who won?
It was this man.
Was it Idris Elvis?
No, this man.
I can't. It's too bright. BTS.
Oh.
V won most handsome man.
According to who?
Some of the I don't know. I don't know who makes these things up.
Definitely not me.
No, it should be the most. Who's the hottest man of 2021? That doesn't exist.
There we go. BTS's V is once again the most handsome man
in the world. Says Republic World.
So there you go.
What is the definition of handsome, and what's the definition of hottest?
I know.
Yeah, sexy versus handsome. I feel like sexy is the body, handsome is the face.
Yeah.
I think handsome is also the style. Maybe handsome is face and outfit.
Yeah.
And sexy is shirt off. Who cares what your face looks like? Butterface.
Yep. I think you've nailed it there. Yeah.
According to Nubia magazine, who's Nubia magazine?
No idea.
John Legend? What the fuck? Idris Elba won 2018. So there we go.
Who's 28? Who's?
But who's now though?
Oh, there you go. Yep, that one.
Oh, Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
That's, even though that sounds weird, that is a good choice.
He doesn't age.
I would say he's pretty.
He
doesn't age. So
how is he 52?
Kind of a trick.
How is
he's
he?
Old.
But he's not. He's not sexy though. He's not sexy.
If anything,
well, okay, he's the comic relief guy, but I mean, he's a dilf. There are so many moms on this planet, and all of them want to fuck him. And there are younger people who want to fuck him too.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
He's not our generation sexy. He's the boomer generation sexy. Gen Xers.
Yeah.
People born in
and that's who reads People magazine.
Yeah.
So I certainly.
Oh yeah. Let's find the demographic of People magazine.
No, it's definitely
it's that what you just mentioned, the boomers. Maybe next year.
Yeah, it's definitely that deep.
Let's go.
This year for our generation, it definitely should have been Little Nas. This year for our generation.
Oh, that would be. There should be a category for generations. There should be age 18 to 30.
So I feel like he'd be super sexy.
50. Yeah.
Like for his style, it's like he's sexy. That's a sexy guy. Like what the music he's come out with and stuff like that. Handsome, we'll give it to V for sure. Sexiest, I would think, is with the demographic and everything, would be Lil Nas X.
Right.
Yeah.
And then most scandalous would be like also the guy that Kim Kardashian's dating.
Oh, no, I don't want to give him any more attention. That dude's just a big old.
See, well, I'm calling them out. Look, my magazine would be off the racks. There would be no more. It's causing so much controversy right now.
Yeah, that's wild. Oh, also, like, I'm kind of right, kind of wrong here. Demographic is woman ages 16 to 45. So even though that's on the tail end, the 45
16.
thing, it says the average
16.
age is 38. But it says the average is 38.
Okay.
So that's just the minimum.
Yeah.
16 to 45. But
why would it be 16 if the
them,
sexiest man alive is so old? That makes
no
sense.
No, because the average age is 38. So it's not really,
correct,
it's not
correct,
like equal. It's not equal across the board. So I'm going to assume none of the 16-year-olds are on board. They don't care. They know that the majority of their demographic.
I don't think that they can say the most common age demographic is between 16 and 45. That's so vague.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
you can't
all
say
age.
that.
That's the whole age.
That's the whole age.
That's just a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, our demographic is between 9 months and 101 years old.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Oh, okay.
There was a joke, and this is I guess I never asked, but Dave Chappelle, are you guys pro or against? What's your take on what he has done recently?
I don't really.
I don't know, what has he done. I don't know.
He was rude to specifically the trans community. He was very dismissive of their plight. Yes. He made jokes of them, which is like, sure, that's like, I don't know if it's considered hate speech when it's under the veil of comedy. I don't know. Comedy's very tricky.
That's what I'm saying. Is it? I was gonna say he's a comedian though, and he's black.
He's literally supposed to make fun of people. Yeah, it's hard to hard to get mad. Anyway, okay, so I just wanted to bring that up because I didn't want to offend anyone in our privy here, and to the audience members, I'm sorry if I do, but I want to rip a joke from him. But this is way back in the day. This is 20 years ago. He was doing a stand-up where
even worse then.
Right, I know. I don't want to get canceled by
the old jokes are the ones that always catch
anyway. But no. He was doing one where he's just like talking to a cop, where he's like, "Help me, officer! Like black man like stole my wallet or something." He's like, "Okay, thank you so much. We'll take it from here." He's like, "Wait, don't you want like a description or anything?" He's like, "No, that's totally fine." He goes over, and then the cop's like dialing it. And he's like, "Yes, we have pursuit of a black male. 15 to 68, height 4'10" to 6'8", like just like the most broad description. And all the cops across New York are just like arresting everybody. And he's like, that is not what I expected. Yeah, exactly. A black male.
It's so funny. So like back then, how come it's not an issue back then if he's talking about black people and things like that? But like now that it's like,
to my understanding, cancel culture wants you to
you're only allowed to talk about what you are. So if you're not trans, you're not allowed to talk about trans.
So Dave Chappelle is black, so he can talk about the black experience. He can talk about being profiled by the police because he's experienced that.
Yeah.
He's not experienced being a trans person. He's not experienced someone being homophobic towards him or transphobic towards him, right? So he can't really talk on that point because it's not his life to talk about.
But who is one to say what we are not allowed to talk about, regardless if we've experienced it or not?
Welcome to Russia.
Like that's what I don't understand. Like because I'm not a female, I can't.
You don't know what the word means. You're not allowed to say the word woman.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Anyway, this is too hot of a topic. We shouldn't even go here. I just want to make that one joke because of the whole. But anyway, yeah. So,
I'm just saying, though. Everybody's you're sensitive.
Right.
It's so much cancel culture. Everything is like you can't say anything.
There's clearly limits, and when people on the left spectrum go too far to the point of being word police, that's when you lose it. So obviously, I would think it's safe to assume that we're all left-leaning individuals, stop me at any point if my assumptions are wrong, but I would assume it is because we all just generally believe in basic human rights, science, acceptance of climate change, all of these things that are very, very basic that just so happen to align with the Liberal and NDP parties of Canada rather than the Conservatives. And that's it. That's the only reason why we're left-leaning. We're not left-leaning because of any type of ideology. It's not an ideology to say that people are equal. That's just a blanket. That's a blanket phrase. Because I don't really mean that. If I talk to somebody and they're an asshole to me, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you, dude," and treat them differently than I treat someone who's nice to me. So it's a person by person basis. But the blanket, the blanket idea is that you don't walk into a situation with presumptions about any person or type of people. It's strictly just everyone's equal until you talk to them, and then and then you find out if they're an asshole.
We ain't here oppressing anyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
and also,
yeah,
I don't know what
Dave Chappelle
he
making
said
jokes.
either. So
I can summarize it.
It was specifically his last thing that they didn't like. Because here's the thing: he made jokes across the board when he first came back, which was I can't even remember now, 2017, 2018. He was gone for 13 years. Finally comes back. He's like the Messiah. Everyone loves him. But then there were like little hints of people getting annoyed at him. And since he's not privy to internet culture the way we young kids are, he read every hate comment and got extremely offended by it. And it's like, Dave Chappelle, mistake number one, don't read the comments. So he absorbed all of that hate and then brought it into his final special called Closer, where the entire thing was just on the trans community. He didn't cover any other topic, or maybe he did like one or two jokes that weren't about that, but otherwise he just railed at them.
What was
being
he saying
hateful.
about them?
He was literally just reacting to their hate towards him. So
he
wasn't.
Well, the only one I specifically remember that was going around was he was saying he doesn't want to sleep with a trans woman because their vaginas aren't real. It'd be like getting a Beyond Meat burger.
Right,
it's not the same thing.
Yeah. I would say that's definitely risque, but then the whole using the reference to being vegetarian, it's definitely it's risque.
I don't want to laugh. It's like
it makes you go ooh.
You like
it's like it's a joke. It's like it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't want to hear it, then don't listen.
It is.
It's not actual hate speech. It's just a joke that either landed or didn't land. So if it didn't land,
like
you go, that was
cringy
as fuck.
Was saying
but you don't then go.
Yeah.
About a black person.
But you've kind of got to read the room and read the audience, and it's like if that was like a throwaway joke of his, but it got a way bigger reaction from the audience. It's like, maybe he's not the problem.
Like, shit.
Maybe the audience is the problem because they're laughing a little bit too hard at that. And then
that's true.
It came out, people are now defending him and saying now transphobic stuff to like defend him, and they're being transphobic. So now,
that's like the bad kind of
by transphobic people. He might not necessarily have been transphobic, but he's getting defended by transphobic people. So it's like, oh no.
So I would say my closer to the whole thing is his jokes. Half of them I laughed at, half of them I cringed at. It wasn't like across the board thing, but I would say the only thing to take away is that he is a comedian. The point is he's supposed to make jokes about reality in a way that try to lighten the mood and is not trying to like stifle anyone's freedom. He's not trying to oppress anyone or continue an ignorant ideology like the people who are defending him being homophobic. It's like that's clearly not what he was trying to glean out of the comedy. And whenever people make comparisons, when they say people are transphobic, they include J.K. Rowling for obvious reasons, and then also Dave Chappelle. And it's like, that is not the same thing at all. J.K. Rowling is not being funny. She's literally, and she tweeted yesterday, actually, so this is kind of news. Again, we're recording this on Tuesday, so on Friday, this will be now 5 days old. It's still relevant because it happened this week. She just continued to tweet shit, basically making fun of cops for calling a rapist a woman because it was a trans woman who still had male genitalia and sexually assaulted someone. And then J.K. Rowling is like, peace is violence, blah, 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 like just making some kind of stupid poetic thing saying things are opposite. It's like this penised individual is called a woman. And it's like, that is like, what point is she trying to make at this point other than doubling down on being just super ignorant? Like, it's like, JK, shut the fuck up. She's like giving Trump vibes where it's like, why are you being so hyper ignorant?
Yeah.
So weird. So I don't get it. I think she's just straight up a boomer that is super.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure she now writes books under a male pseudonym.
No kidding. Hey?
One as like an FU to like, I don't care about trans people, so I'm going to use a male name. Because if she wrote books under J.K. Rowling still, no one would buy them because no one wants anything to do with her anymore.
Yeah, she is 100%.
She's not even invited to the Harry Potter reunion that's happening on HBO. She's not even.
No kidding.
Yes.
Well, I mean, good. Yeah. You don't want to make it awkward for the actors. We're like, bruh.
All the cast have like publicly denounced her, like, you know.
True. Yeah. Being like, I don't know what the fuck she's doing on Twitter, but it's weird shit, bro. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, and people are just ripping jokes like on the response to that one tweet that she just made recently, being like, "Yo, being homeless, it changes you guys. Like, you don't know, fucks your brain up. Like, makes you not understand a basic idea, like someone being trans." Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
That's a lot of drama for me.
A lot of drama for your mama. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like at the end of the day, everybody has too much to say. Everyone should just keep their opinions,
and especially if you don't fully know a topic.
Even though we have a podcast,
you cannot say stuff, or you can. Well, right, but I think ours at least is like we're reflecting on society. We're giving our opinions based on our life experiences. Her thing is just weird. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
just being annoyed. She's annoyed at people hating on her for saying an ignorant thing, and then she just doubled down on it. Yeah. Super weird. So
and the difference between us and her is that she's a millionaire celebrity
with a platform.
With a platform. Yeah. So.
And the thing is, she hasn't lost followers. If anything, she's gained more from people wanting to rip into her, and from conservatives who have never read Harry Potter or think witchcraft is evil, but now support her because of her.
Well, I was actually reading some of the hashtags this morning, Joe, which was hashtag I stand with J.K. Rowling.
Oh my God.
Just lots of people, lots of transphobic people defending her, or also just ignorant people who are basically saying, if you don't stand with J.K. Rowling's statement, then you're defending a rapist.
Yeah.
And it's like,
which I don't think anyone's claimed.
No one's defending the rapist.
It's like literally that person's awful. Let's put them in jail.
Yeah.
But why do you have to then also be super ignorant and say that they're not also a woman? It's like they're an awful person who is a trans woman. It's like both fields of existence occur here. It's not. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It's like person performed a terrible act of violence and they're also trans. It's like the two are not related. So it makes no sense why people would say
exactly, because unfortunately rape can happen anywhere. Rape can happen between two men in a male prison. Rape can happen between two women.
You can't say the R word.
Well, we can pull we'll bleep it. We're an R-rated pod, but we will I like the whole H3 thing. R word and SA. It's nice. Sometimes I'll catch myself just saying that in a conversation, like if I'm at work and being like, oh, did you hear about whatever, or I don't know when it would have come up in conversation. I think with the Chinese
they're all just like,
I don't know if she was a tennis player, and it's like she was essayed, and they go, what? And I was like, oh, I mean assaulted. And they're like, you mean
she
raped?
wrote an essay?
I'm like, no, S period A period. She was S assaulted. And they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, damn it, it's not widespread enough on mainstream. We need a mainstream using these acronyms.
I feel like
we say GTFO, we say WTH, we say LOL. It's like let's add more to that acronym game. SA and R word.
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah. Well, LOL. She got SA. Just kidding. Lots of love, support. Anyway, okay. Now on to the third topic of conversation. So I got some news. Get ready.
Shit.
You snooze, you news.
Oh shit.
Okay, so this is my phone. It's an iPhone 6. It's got a cool little space case, but it's clearly been shredded. That's back when I was a landscaper, because I would have to put the shears in my pocket too, and they kind of scratch up the back.
Oh man.
Terrible. I just didn't have enough pockets. I should have just not had my shears on me, or just constantly held them. I don't know. But either way, it battle scars. But so here's my case. It's very fun. I got an iPhone 6. It's old, but I'm having a good time. It's like the last iteration
again.
Yeah.
It's old, but
it's old, but still new compared to like the iPhone 1, So got the iPhone 6, having a good time. I've had it for a number of years. And then I say to myself, what's this new technology going on, People on my work, they're double tapping the back of their phones. I don't know what's happening.
What are you
so I say to myself, you know what? It's time to upgrade. It's time for the new
better not be
iPhone.
No, we're not doing
Pro.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you thought I was gonna go like Samsung.
God.
We thought
I didn't mean to scare you guys like that.
No,
it does not.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, you got the 13 Pro?
I have a 12 Pro.
You have the 12 Pro? It still got the 3-camera look, rocking it.
Yep.
I thought to myself, lucky 13,
I only got the two cameras.
Oh, you got the 2. Oh, that a 12 too, but just a 12 normal?
No, mine's a 7 plus.
A 7? Hey, you're still above me.
I don't know.
Long time.
I don't know. Looks like this.
Very cool. So I got everything that I needed for it before I even got it, like the screen protector and like a charging block, because it only comes with a cord, not the block now. Apple's stingy, man. What the fuck? But then I also got the case for it. And then as I'm assembling it, the case is for the iPhone 13 Pro Max, which has different dimensions. It's bigger. I was like, no!
Yeah.
And it didn't say on the Amazon website. So, poop on me kind of a thing. So I won't have a case for a day and a half. I'm scared because I have to go to work tomorrow. So I'm like, please let nothing happen to this. I might just not bring it in because it doesn't have the SIM card in it yet. So I can use this phone with Wi-Fi and everything, and iMessage and stuff like that, but I can't do any calls with it or anything yet. Can't take it out into the world.
Don't risk it, Joe. Don't risk it. They're too slippy.
I honestly I didn't have a case on mine for a little bit.
I know.
When I got mine.
But were you out in the world picking up boxes?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
I'm scared. Yeah.
Hell no.
I don't want anything happening.
No.
Yeah.
It's too valuable.
You need to drop it just stepping out of your car. It might just fly out of your lap or something.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, scary.
No.
Just
don't risk it.
No.
Exactly. I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna leave it at home. I'm scared. I'm gonna lock it away like Rapunzel. It'll be fine. Yeah. But there we go.
I really thought you were gonna say you got this phone though.
No, the flappy case. Oh, because it said the back tap. No. So
we wouldn't be able to text in their
a
group.
feature.
Hello.
Do you guys know about the back
what's
tap?
The back
feature?
tap? What does that mean?
You can do it right now. If you got your phone, you just go boop boop. Except I don't think it automatically does it. I think you have to set it in settings.
Why would I?
But you can set it to
that when I could just
screenshot, camera, make a call, unlock, anything. You can set and you just double tap the back, and now that's a feature.
But not with my old one, right? Not with this one.
No, I'm thinking it maybe started with the iPhone 10 or 11.
I don't know about that, Joe. I don't know if I want that.
I set it to screenshot. You can or flashlight. Whatever thing that you think you use a lot.
Okay.
Or you just, whatever utility.
You know what, Joe? Screenshot's a good one because they change it on this one, and it's weird. It's like it doesn't.
Yeah. Because you don't have the home button anymore, so it's hard to.
Weird. Yeah, it's like
I don't even know how you do it.
Every time I do it, I turn my phone off or like I turn my phone down. I'm like,
right. Yeah, the timing doesn't line up exactly. Yeah.
It just doesn't. Yeah, it's like. But let me see. Okay, I'll check.
Let me do it right now.
I'll check that out.
Wait. Let's do it right now for fun. Yeah, that way the audience can learn it at home too, because it is a feature I think most people don't know about. So you go to settings, and then you go to accessibility. Let me just double check.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to accessibility, and then there should be an option for the back tap. Accessibility shortcut, hearing.
Maybe I need to
touch. So
okay, I figured that was it.
Touch, and then at the bottom it's back tap.
Oh, double tap or triple tap on the back of your phone to perform actions quickly.
Yeah, triple tap scares me. I'm like, I only want one setting. I don't want two settings, because what if the second setting is alarm?
Call the police. Yeah.
Call the police. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I want to take a picture of this. And I'm like scrolling through Twitter, and then
cool to think about. Very cool to think about. I didn't know that was a thing. Interesting.
Right? Yeah. They're sneaking new technology on us without telling us. It should be part of their marketing. Shouldn't they advertise new features they put in phones?
Yeah, especially when it's something so cool as like, hey, here's a feature that was in your phone all along, and we've just activated it. Like, what?
Yeah, it's like, that's cool. Yeah. It's a physical thing. Because most stuff they change now is just internal, right? They go, the battery's longer, the lenses now have wide lens, all that stuff, and it's like that's awesome. But it's like now we have a feature where you just tap the back of the phone and it does something. It's like that's super niche but cool. I don't know.
Yeah, that's super niche but cool.
I feel like it's an Easter egg that I've now revealed to everyone.
Yes, thank you so much for that Easter egg. And congratulations on your new phone. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Welcome to
still incomplete. It's one step missing, which is the case. But once I got that, I'm good to go. Got to get that military tech, Got to make it survive. But so there we go. That's some news.
Those phone cases that went like they would fold over like that, and a lot of boomers had them.
It's like an iTag.
Yeah, people still have them. What's wrong with that?
Because when you open it to answer the call, it would always be like
it just covers the side of your face.
No, it peels back. But
but people never have the time. They just kind of go like that, and it's just on their face.
True.
They're like, I don't got time. Some of them don't peel back.
Some of them don't peel back.
And it's got like a groceries list and the debit card in there and stuff.
It has all the cards, but then when you put it on the case, it just like wipes the cards, and the cards don't work anymore. That's tragic, man. There were so many people who lost their debit cards. My dad was one of them back when he was still around. I remember he got like the latest iPhone, and there's like this new accessibility thing where you like put some kind of sticker pouch on the back of it, and then you can slide in whatever card you use the most, just one card, and then it just wiped it. Yeah. It got magnetized from the phone, so it's like now it doesn't work. Sucker. It's like case just have a wallet. Just have a wallet.
Okay. Yeah, just have separate. Yeah. Because that always freaks me out. Because it's like, what if you lose the phone that has the cards?
And then you lose your money and the phone. You lose double the money. Yeah. So I bring up
double the risk.
The news, and then also I was just curious. I wanted to ask you guys what your history of phones is. Do you guys have a long history, a short one? Have you always stuck with Apple products? What's been your journey? Because we were alive before cell phones were a thing. At least a popular thing. I mean, there were cell phones in the 80s that were in briefcases, but
we didn't have the Vietnam like army
big, ones. Yeah, like the giant walkie-talkie. Yeah.
Call it an airstrike.
We were there for it becoming mainstream.
Yeah, my first phone. I don't remember the make that it was, but it was handed down from my dad. And it was like a really dark purple colored plastic, which was strange. But basically, it looked like
just itself.
Pardon?
Was it a flip, or were the numbers just on?
It was a big solid boy, and it had the little plastic aerial on top. But it looked like like a wireless house phone, like a cordless house phone.
Yeah.
It looked like one of those, but it was a mobile.
Oh, so it was that big.
Yeah. So
wow, that's so weird.
And like the 2-inch LCD light.
What year were you getting that? Like 2005 or 6?
No, this would have been maybe a bit earlier than that.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well,
maybe 03 or 4. But no, there was no one to text or anything. That was just like the phone my parents gave me. It's like if you ever lost anywhere,
right? That's just for us.
Yeah. There was you couldn't text friends on it or anything. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
And so that just really just sat in a drawer for years, and then I had I don't remember the brands at all, but
did you ever do like BlackBerry though, or
there was some I had before that was like, again, the kind of standard, like all the buttons were on the front as a screen. It was kind of square.
Yeah, T9 text.
Yeah. And then after that, I had the one I've told Dee about this a few times. It was an LG phone, and it was one where it was a big screen and two buttons, but then you turn it sideways, Joe, and you slide up, and you slide the screen up, and there's a keypad underneath.
Aidan, we're total doppelgangers. I had the exact same one.
Yep.
I had an LG Rumor V2. It was chrome orange, and it was a normal phone like this with the buttons here, but then you turn it horizontal and you flip it and it's got the keypad. Awesome.
Kids these days, they don't know about double typing.
And with buttons that are so small that you could hit 15 at the same time just with your thumb.
You could kind of
it's wild.
Over them. Like
you had to.
I like those phones though.
I like the keypad.
I had an LG version of something like that where it's like what I loved about it so much was front ways I could still do T9 and still read my text messages and all that as a small front screen, but then mine just flipped open like a little laptop.
Oh, you had the flip open? Yeah, mine was a slide.
That was probably one of my best favorite phones from like LG. But I've been a cell phone junkie since I was in grade 4.
No kidding. Oh, you're an early adopter.
Yeah,
Wow,
I had a Motorola from my dad. My dad passed on a Motorola from his work, so he had a work phone, and it was huge. It was a really big, like gray, huge phone. Yep, and it had just the lightest little clip thing that like came out, so it would like, it was just a little piece of plastic.
Like the first Matrix movie. Like the first Matrix movie.
Exactly. Yeah,
the antenna,
it was literally those
phones as well.
Extender, extend. Yeah,
that's fucking awesome. That is so cool.
And it had like the Matrix like lettering and numbering, so it was like a yellowy, that type of numbering.
Kidding.
Wow. And you couldn't text or anything on it.
That inspired.
And I remember. Yeah.
Everything. The movie.
I remember going to my friend's house. I walked to my friend's house and I called her from the front of her house and like stepped back onto the sidewalk, and I said, "I'm outside." And then she looked in the window and she was like so confused. Like you should have seen her, like her face.
Yeah, was like, the magic of cell phones.
What?
I'm calling you,
like, she
and
flew
I'm
downstairs,
right outside.
like,
it's fucking impossible. Like,
yeah.
But you're
that same day,
so you're home. Yeah.
That same day, we dropped the cell phone and it made a little crack in the screen, and I felt so bad. Like I was just like, I don't know why. I felt so bad that
we didn't. If you've never cracked a screen before, it's a traumatic experience.
I just felt so bad. I thought it was just like so expensive, and like I was like, oh my god, I don't. But I've had every single phone under the. I've had every single phone under the sun. I've had a Palm Pilot, Blackberries. I've had all the types of Blackberries. I've had the one with no buttons. I've had the slide. I had a Palm Pre, so it would slide up. It was just like.
Nice.
There was like a Palm Pre that looked like a Blackberry, so it was like you can take a stylus and use it, a touchscreen.
Oh, cool.
That was really popular. I had that in high school. I had a Sidekick, so it would be like this. You hold it like this, and you would flip the screen, and the screen would go.
I've seen those before, where it like rotates. It does like a kind of wild motion. And people would do it like quick. It'd be like what are those Zippo lighters? You know, people do tricks with it, where it's like you can just open it, or you can go like. And like whip it up with your thigh. Yeah. It's like there was a friend in high school who he would trick shot it. You know, he'd be like whoosh, like snap it, and it would like flip up. I'm like, damn, bro, you got the skills. Yeah. Damn, so that's awesome, Derron. You're on top of it. You're a technology man.
Yeah, I've had literally every single phone, and to this day, I've been pretty.
But so you have been fairly. Oh my God, yes.
That was my first one. Sorry, the one I couldn't think of. And then was this the one you had, Joe?
You got to show it to me. It was a slightly sleeker. I'm thinking it was like the silver LG in the middle, except it had the T9 option.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, Joe. And it was more like it was more longer too, like long.
Yeah. Wait. No. Sorry. Keep scrolling. I'm curious. It must be here. I'm not seeing it yet.
The one that I had was there on the top left. That one.
Yeah. Up, down.
Yeah, I had that one.
Wow.
Yes. Cool. Yeah.
It was the best one ever.
So kind of like that one. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that was it. It was a slide up. That wasn't exactly it because I don't think I had that center button, or maybe it didn't. I can't remember. And it was chrome orange, kind of like the top left.
And then did we all have Blackberries? Because the natural progression from this
is the Blackberry. However, I didn't. I took an alternate route. I didn't get into BlackBerry until later, which is kind of counterintuitive because I downgraded.
And the BlackBerry Storm.
Right.
I had the BlackBerry Storm, and it was the touch screen of the BlackBerry, but in order to like use the touch screen, it had to click. Like you had to click the screen. So like to text, it had to click.
Click it and then you could move it?
Oh.
That's what so to push A, you would have to click the screen. Like the whole screen would click.
Oh, the whole screen clicked down. Oh, that's awful.
So like if I want to
touch screen.
If I wanted to hit like A,
and
then my finger's already like on the next letter, I'd still have to wait for it to click up. It was just it was like, who invented this? That's one thing that I will agree. This is one thing that I'll say about all of you Android owners. I don't care what you say, but I'm sorry, this is it right here. This is it. Right. This is it. I've had every single phone under the sun. A Galaxy, Samsung Galaxy 3.
Reviewer. Yeah.
I've had them all, and what is the only thing good about Android is that you can customize your like screens and all that stuff and put them. You can do that on iPhone now, people. Get the iPhone. It's secure. It's legit. It makes sense. You can text in groups. You can. It's come on. It's enough.
That's the ultimate thing. Is it's security. It offers something that no other cell phone company, brand, provider provides, and that is that security. They lock down their servers. You can even block them out of their own products, which I'm noticing getting the new phone because it was asking that. I was like, no, you may not access literally anything. And like, please help us. Like, no, you're offering me the option, so hell no. No one's getting in. And they're like, okay, it's like, can we keep the audio when you open Siri? I'm like, nope. I'm not helping you with shit, man. I mean, thank you so much for allowing me to say no, because literally no other cell phone company even gives you that option, right?
Yeah.
The Google Pixel, the Samsungs. So let me tell you guys, because I have a really, really short history. All of my friends have had way more phones than me, including you guys. Well, I guess, Aidan, you didn't finish the story, but do you know a number? Do you have a number of the amount of cell phones you've had in your life? Or no?
So
Derron, I can imagine it's over.
So the
well over 20.
The one I called the house
phone,
then the black one, then the LG flip thing. Then it would have been the BlackBerry, and then maybe 4 different iPhones.
Before getting to where you are now, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've done good with having the iPhone 7, because how many years have you had that now?
Darren got me this last year.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Last year? No, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, maybe. These last 2 years have been 1 year.
No, it was
because he came in like.
It was.
A lot.
Well, I'd say this year.
Because he came like in. Did you come in like January of like last year?
No.
No, that's when because when would you have come back, by summer or?
No,
I came back last December. And
last December.
So you gave this for Christmas last December.
Oh, so
that's a year. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Hey, that's still a long time.
Yeah. And then
what did you have before that? Just the one iteration before iPhone 6?
6. Yeah, 6. I'm going to draw somewhere. 6.
Nice.
That you can probably trace back like 4 years, and then whatever.
Oh, so that's that one you've had for a while. Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah. So get ready for this. Get ready for the large numbers I'm going to be throwing at you guys. First cell phone ever was the LG Slide Up. Fucking epic. I had that for 3 years, and then when I was 19, and I had to pay for everything. That was the thing. That's why I never had cell phones as a kid, or even up until. So maybe not 3 years. Or no, it probably was. It was in grade 11 was when I first got it. There was a girl at a party who asked for my number, and I had to say that I don't have one. And so that was when I knew I needed a cell phone. Yeah. It was in that moment.
Wow.
I was like, I don't go to parties often.
You thought you were okay,
I don't
but
talk
you
to girls
weren't.
often. Yeah, I was like, fuck. Turns out you need shit,
Yeah.
I live in a modern world over here like a caveman.
You thought you were okay,
I need a cell phone. How can I interact with people in society if I don't have basic necessities?
That's awful, Joe.
I get a cell phone. Sad. That's okay, I survived.
It's okay. It happened.
So I got my first cell phone for that reason, right? So I was late to the game. All of my friends have had cell phones since like grade 9, right? So I come into this a bit later. Then when I'm 19, I get the Samsung Galaxy S2, and it was awesome. That, like, okay, iPhones are great. I'm sure it's just nostalgia. But I kind of have this vibe that maybe that was the best phone I've ever had in my life,
Why would you say that, though?
At the time, at the time. I'm talking 2012.
Because what could you do on it that you can't do on the iPhone? That's what I don't
know. I think it was more the screen size was fucking epic, and it was cheap, and its battery lasted forever. I think the battery, honestly.
I have a Pro Max.
The cell reception was good. And the battery lasts forever. Well, so I now have the new one, but the iPhone 6 that I've had, its battery goes in 2 hours. It's rough. Like, I have to turn it off to survive work.
Wow.
And then turn it, I turn it on during lunch and then answer texts.
Get a portable charger, Joe. Get a portable charger to carry around with you.
Or I should be able to have a proper functioning phone, That was my thing. But so then I had the Samsung S2 for a while. And then I had that up until 2015. And then something happened where I might have broken it. My drinking obviously had started to become aggressive once I was legally allowed to buy and stuff. And so then I figured, I'll just get a BlackBerry because I don't give a fuck. I don't know why that was my thought process, but I bought a BlackBerry, downgraded to back to the keypad. It wasn't even like a full touchscreen one. It was a keypad.
Yeah.
And then I had that up until I literally lost it because I was drunk, and I was like at a cottage somewhere, and I just lost it. And I was like, oops, okay, I now don't have a phone.
Wow.
What do I do? So I just went to a mall, went to a Best Buy Mobile, and I was like, that BlackBerry sucked, so maybe it was a sign. I'll go for an iPhone now because all my friends have the iPhone. And I'm the only one without it. I should finally start to actually socialize properly with my friends. Again, it's one of those things where it's like certain technological necessities are needed in society. So I got the iPhone 5, and then the first day I have it, and this isn't so much a drunk thing, but like I was drunk and I go outside to like have to do whatever, I think get crunk. And I have it in my hand and it slips out of my hand. I'm sitting on a wooden bench in my family's backyard, and it drops from my hand, which is chest level, to the wooden, not concrete or metal. It's made out of soft wood. It drops on the wooden bench that's at my butt, and it cracks. It shatters like a million pieces. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what is this bullshit? What is this? I was so upset. And so I just lived with it for 3 or 4 years. It's the first 2 days. It's a brand new phone too. It's not even a hand-me-down from a family friend. It's a brand new phone that I bought full out. Cracks first 2 days. I just keep it for 4 years. And then I think at the same time as me starting to date Sam, my mom says, hey, you've had that gross cracked phone for a long time. Here's a phone from like one of my uncles, and it was the iPhone 6 S I got here. And so she gave me that. I was like, great. Doesn't have a crack in it. And it ended up getting a crack, and I don't remember where, but like not a big one. It was just like a tiny little one, just a single crack. So I'm like, I'll live with that. And then so I've had this up until now. We are almost into 2022. I'm like, let's get the brand new. Like I've never done that. When I bought the iPhone 5 new, the iPhone 7 was already out. So I was buying it because it was cheaper. And then the iPhone 6 I got for free, thankfully. And so now for the first time since the Samsung Galaxy S2, I'm buying a brand new state-of-the-art latest phone. So it's exciting. I'm not going to do it again for a long time. No, I love the fact that it's the 13. That's very lucky. I feel like I'm going to have a great time with it. Yeah. So, but for now, I'm leaving it at home because it doesn't have a case.
It's crazy because I know people who will literally buy the new model every single
every time.
Oh, every 2 years? So you bring one out? Whatever it is.
Every year. It's every year.
Yeah, it's like Call of Duty.
Because I got my 12 this year. I got my 12 in like August.
Right.
Yeah, no
and
kidding.
The new one came out in like September.
Yeah. So September, yeah. But like Joe was saying, like we had to buy our phones ourselves back in the day, like the BlackBerry. But when you look at how much that cost back then to what iPhones cost now, it's like, of course we bought our own because they were cheap back then.
It was at least affordable, I just dropped like almost $2,000.
Yeah.
That's the price of a laptop, and I just bought a phone.
Yeah.
Wild. So it was, I did think about that. I was like, this is absurd how expensive this is, but its base memory core, which is the one I bought, like the lowest amount of memory, is the highest version that was possible with the iPhone 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you know. It's like 128 gig. Cool. And the highest one now is a terabyte. I'm like, how do you fit a terabyte into a phone? That's crazy.
Yeah, because my last phone didn't have enough space. That's why I had to upgrade. Because my last phone just didn't have enough space. Every minute I'm kept getting that message every minute.
I did that too. So I subscribed to getting another 50 gigs, and I only pay $1.50 a month.
I do that.
But then
cloud
it still got full again. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But then it got full again.
Oh.
Like, what the fuck? So now I got this phone, and also I will just have to become more accustomed to deleting unnecessary.
Yeah.
So sad, but that's just how it works. Get rid of those pictures. Sorry, Grandma, these pictures aren't important. Delete. I'm sorry.
One thing that I
gone forever.
I really do like about the phone is the Face ID, but the only frustrating thing about it is when you're out. It's because it doesn't work when you're out, so it's always like
it doesn't catch the mask.
Phone.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't open with your mask. No.
Oh, it can't read your eyes.
Oh. No.
Dang.
That's the thing. It doesn't work with your because it's not your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Derron's only showing like this much of his face when he's out anyway.
It doesn't show. It doesn't work. It's not like a thing.
Oh, that's true. You don't even.
There's like
You
ways.
don't even have
like
this.
For instance, like if a boyfriend or like whatever wants to like, you can put if you're sleeping and they unlock your phone, they can. There's ways.
That is the scary.
That it, like,
and I do it every night to him. I'm
scouring through.
It won't unlock. There's ways it just doesn't unlock. It only unlocks if your face is literally like physically. But I think it's so amazing. It's like
I pull his eyes open. I get in his phone.
Still not unlocked.
And I subscribe him to Time magazine.
Yeah, exactly. Donate $10,000 to Elon Musk.
To Wikipedia. Yeah, I make
space. Yeah.
Oh
good guy. Good guy down. Yeah.
Wow.
But there you go. Guys. Hey, that was an episode. So obviously we haven't talked about some stuff that we can kind of finish off with here, which is Hanukkah's already happened. I feel kind of bad we didn't mention that in the last couple.
Happy Hanukkah.
Because that was at the beginning of the month. But yeah, so happy Hanukkah to everyone. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy, I think it's, I should know by now. I keep forgetting. It's very simple to remember, but the Muslim holiday, I think it's Eid. It doesn't always happen in December. It can happen in November, but they celebrate twice a year.
They have 2 Eids.
Yeah. So there's one in the spring and then one entering winter. So happy that, obviously, that's coming past. And then happy Christ Mass. And then the end of the year hopefully brings better things and not better variants. You know, we don't need the one we currently got is stupid as fuck. We've
all had enough now.
We've all had enough. Thank you, but no. Let's just get back into living life, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. So, yeah, there you go. Eventually. And, as far as the New Year's resolution goes, it's best that we don't say it because then we won't do it because we've already got the accomplishment of telling someone that we're going to do it. That's a fun psychological trick that I heard, which is don't say it because then you feel accomplished. You get that
goes with everything. That goes with everything, okay?
Yeah, if you talk about it,
because
it's too late.
That goes with everything. Just don't talk about anything until it's done. And also, too,
let it be unfinished.
If you want to do a New Year's resolution, do a New Year's resolution, but you should be doing a New Year's resolution every single day.
What word are you saying, D?
Darren mantra. That's the Darren mantra.
What word are you saying?
New Year's resolution.
I'm just serious. I'm serious. I've never done a New Year's resolution because I do a resolution every single day. Okay? People always are doing resolutions to like not do anything, just to like do stuff and like be I'm doing this and doing that, and then 2 weeks later I don't hear nothing about it.
I'm gonna eat healthier all year and it lasts a week.
Yeah.
Do a New Year's resolution now, today.
Darren, I really like that sticky note, 1% better every day, because there are 365 days in a year. That means you're not getting 100% better. You're getting fucking 365% better. You're literally more than tripling.
I love how you just know.
Hell yes. That is actually the best way to do it. Don't settle with 100% better. Yes. Literally, like,
my gosh, Joe.
You set your own limitations. So fucking break reality and do better than that.
Yeah.
Do better. Just do better. Yeah.
But if a New Year's resolution is what helps you start, please do it But I'm saying it just takes one little bit every day. Yeah. That's a resolution in itself.
So 100%, I think all three of us are very similar in that we are free. What we enjoy doing in our free time is productivity. It's become a thing now where I have to actively stop doing, like stop thinking about doing that. Like opening my iPhone, I was like, I should make a video out of this. I'm like, no, stop it. There must be some things that are sacred. I will not make an unboxing video. That's too much. I don't care if people will find this as fun. Like playing Halo Infinite, I'm like, gotta make a video about this. And I'm like, no, I just need to enjoy this. So I think it is better every day to have that mentality, which is make everything productive. Mm-hmm. That way, you're actively becoming like you have to actively engage in being lazy rather than every day being lazy and having to actively engage being productive. I think that is a problem, unfortunately, that exists as a side effect of capitalism in society, which is consumerism wants you to be as comfortable as possible, wants you to always be right, wants you to be the king and queen, customer service, all that stuff. This world wants you to be as lazy as possible, wants that WALL-E future. And it's up to us to not allow these damn advertisements to turn us into Wally people. We gotta be productive, and then this side thing.
I'm slowly gonna be. Well, actually, I'm not gonna say it until it comes out. But
don't say, yeah, you got plans.
You already know. There's stuff coming. Hello.
Stuff's coming. Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right. Hey.
I said a fun one to D last night. We were just talking about how we're on our age, on the verge of the big numbers and stuff, and goals and stuff. And I said a fun one. I said, I turned 30 in June, and I said something silly. I was like, I want to be this by the time I'm 30.
Oh boy!
Say it out loud on the podcast. But it was just
what are you gonna say? I want to be a millionaire. I want to be Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Like, listen, kid, you don't.
I love Katie. I love this woman.
I love Katie. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He has the turtleneck. He has the turtleneck for it.
Oh no! I want to join Scientology by the time I'm 30.
Yeah.
Don't do it, Derron. No. We have to stop it.
All right, guys. We're plugging in and we're plugging out right now. Hello. We're unplugged. Let's go.
Happy 2021, everybody.
We plugged in and we're unplugged right now.
That's
Hello.
right. Exactly.
That's how we do it.
Have a fun rest of everyone's year, and we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in 22, unless there's a nuclear holocaust. Never rule it out, but in case that doesn't happen, we'll see you in 2022.
The holidays, I guess we have to say. PC.
Oh yeah, or as Old Navy would say, Happy Holidays. Oh God.
I'm the Grinch. Piss off.
Happy
Piss off.
cynical illumination Grinch movie, everyone. Get fucked.
I'm the Grinch. Piss off. Piss off.
Hey everybody, fuck you. See you next year.
Enjoy
and also on Earth and Love.
Enjoy forced family time next week, everyone.
Oh hell yeah, here we go. Let's make it happen.
Bye.
Bye everybody. See you next year. Bye. Woo.